Now normally, if you have a blower motor go bad, you simply replace them, though sometimes they can be in horrible spots. But this is on my 47, and the problem I had was that wire, as it went out of the housing, the insulation was wore off. Well, the way they designed it, it was behind the field coils, so I had to tear the whole thing apart to get it out of there. You know, it's one of them things you don't normally rebuild, you just replace, but not so easy to replace. And I do like, this is a standalone unit. You know, it's just the defroster. And I kind of like that. Then the main heater's under the seat. So I want to get this one working again. But this thing really wasn't designed to be taken apart. You know, things are crimped together and not a simple affair. The other option, I do have a regular Chevy heater, and the cutouts in the firewall are actually there for that heater. But there again, that motor is kind of stuck, so I'd have to redo that motor too. Though at least that's of the type that instead of using a squirrel cage type fan, it uses just a blower, you know, a fan with blades on it. But, you know, I've got a few of these heaters laying around. There's another one over there. But usually when they were taken out of a vehicle, it was for a reason. So there's usually something wrong with them. But this particular unit used to work. So if I replace that wire so I don't get a dead short, I think I can make it work again. But some things really aren't made to be worked on. You know, this has been a fight all the way along. I mean, everything has been on there for a hell of a long time. But I got it apart. Now I just got to start soldering and then start putting it back together. But it was not a good idea. You know, they run that cloth covered wire through a metal grommet. Well, eventually that just breaks down. So I'll replace that, and I've got some of that sheathing that I can put on in where it goes through here, but like I say, it goes behind the coil and then goes into the field coils. But at least I was looking, you know, the armature appears to be good and the brushes are pretty good. So I think I can make it work. You know, there are some of these available. I actually have ordered another fan, but, you know, a fan mower, a blower motor. But I think that motor is more for that style of heater. You know, I could probably, that motor actually runs. I could probably put that motor in this unit if I have to. But there'll be a lot of fiddling around, but now I got to start soldering. It's but I can see why, you know, like I say, nowadays blower goes out, you replace it. Some cars, like especially pickups, not bad. But I know one time I was trying to replace one in somebody's Toyota, and I'd swear they built the car around that blower motor. You know, this is a lot easier to get at. It's just that I can't get a replacement that easy. But that Toyota was a nightmare. But like I say, some are good. Some you just open the hood, boom, there your blower motor is, pull it out, no big deal. And it does get a little complicated on these old ones because some of them run clockwise, some of them run counterclockwise. So I'd really like to fix this one instead of replacing it and then find out, ooh, the fan turns backwards. You know? But I do like the standalone defrost. It's kind of nice to have that. Otherwise, this type, then I would have to plumb into, on the top here, this plate comes off and your defroster manifold goes on there. But I like the standalone unit. The only good thing is that, like I say, the cutouts are in the firewall for this heater because it is a Chevy product. You know, it was made for this unit. Well, it's a Harrison, but it actually says Chevrolet Deluxe on the front. But I would have to hook up that manifold. So this is my first option. If I can get this together and it works, good enough. But I don't, even as a kid, you know, we used to try to work on these. Ooh, they really aren't made to work on. You can do it, but it takes a lot of inventing special tools.